Welcome back to another episode. Look what just found. Look, my hair's getting a little longer. I could put it in a little tiny ponytail now to keep it. I don't look like such a wild man anymore. Um, I know I haven't done. Look at see. This gets me self conscious. I want to start the video over again. And if my wife sees the little wrinkles on me, she's like, "Don't do that. You have to look neat for the videos." I want to say hello to everybody. Um, and definitely want to say God bless to Mar-Tay and his wife that they're feeling better and they're doing okay. Um, I'm always asking him in the messages, and he's always responding very nice to me. So I want to say that. I also like to say hello to our other four members, um, Sandra. I can't remember everybody. It's not too many to remember. Sandra, Otis, Cat, CataTonic, and Eric from keeneEyeCollectables. His coin channel is in the description below. Okay, so without further ado, hello to everybody. Maybe I'll even do, this is the intro, maybe I'll even do an outro. And what we're going to look at is, I went through the bag. I did not have any more of the triple diamond um, penny rolls in there, but there was a couple older looking penny rolls that they were like different penny rolls. What happened is, I don't have here. If this is what a fresh penny roll looks like, these are what older ones look like. They'll start getting a little darker. And then out of these darker ones that were in that bag, which tells me that they're probably pretty old, there was one that was even a little yellower. So if you want to look at that one compared to a fresh one, you can see it even has some discoloration to it. So those are the things that I'll look at. And then it's kind of fun to see if my intuition is correct. I'm like, oh, let's see how much copper's in. For example, let's see how much copper's in there. All right. So without further ado, this is episode, I want to say 148. Yeah, episode 148, and let's check it out. So I hope everyone's having a great day. The summer is upon us, and if you have any plans, feel free to share it in the comments. All right, put my glasses back on. All right, so let's see. I always look for the one. See how nice and solid this side is. So I always look for the side that looks like it's easier to open. An 85. I thought that was copper. I was like, oh, that would have been a great start to the video. Looking at a nice bright. It is still a nice looking one. Whoops. Oh yeah, a lot of copper. I'm gonna say maybe 50% copper on this, and that's really what that's a score right there. So far I think I was correct in my um, theory that this is going to be mostly copper, or an older style roll. Let's see, maybe it's not 50%, maybe it's 30 or 40%. Let's check it out. All right, I'm gonna look above that O, because if that's just dirt, that's kind of weird how it looks like another letter. Did you see that? I'll show it again before if it's nothing. That is so wild, man. That's so wild. So check it out. It looks like a duplicate O above the O, like a a double dye, but it's not. It's just dirt that just happens to look like the O beneath. That's so crazy. I see that so often. And it's basically an optical illusion, right? Because it's not a double dye or anything like that. Um, just that 85 we were looking at before. I have to go a little closer. Yeah, that's good. Basically, an optical illusion that dirt causes. Dye clash in the fourth column from the right, and maybe even some other ones. Let me look at that in a. Oh, what? That's nice. What is that? Oh, wow. I guess. I mean, let me look at the. Is that his hair? Has to be his hair, right? His head. Yeah, I could see the wave in the clad. How cool is that? I don't know what that is, to be honest. I guess this is part of his head. Let's see. Do we see anything in the front? Hmm. Well, it's a dye clash. You can see it there, right of the Lincoln, and I think it's also in the left. Okay, all right. That would have been a hard one to see if you were just finger running through the pennies. That would have been tough. I don't think that's a die crack there. I think that's just dirt. Hmm. Interesting. And look at that to the left of the Lincoln Memorial. Two left. Two columns left or two rows left. All right, I'm not gonna freak out on. I don't know what it is. So far, no copper. That's number one. So I might be totally wrong about the whole copper thing. That's a nice roadkill. Imagine there was no copper in here. I would be so wrong. I mean, a nice little die clash is cool. I mean, you can get $3 or $4 for a good, for a nice die clash. No, but excuse me. You can get $3 or $4 for a weaker die clash. A serious die clash you're gonna get 94, 84. Sorry, 84. I'll check this one out again later. That might be one for the cleaning jar, just to see what it looks like underneath. You know what I'm saying? Not one copper, man. Talk about reading the room wrong, huh? Just dirty. I know this. I know there's some copper in there. Come on, give me a wide AM. Imagine. It's not. It's not a wide AM. Our first copper, and it's a beauty. All right, I want to make sure that's dirt in there and not a dye clash. It is dirt. All right, so we got at least. I'm gonna put that as an AU scent. Yeah, these two are kind of stuck together. I'm gonna. I don't know. Wow, that's weird. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, well, I would never have noticed it if it wasn't stuck together by a piece of whatever the hell that is. Yeesh. But what is that to the right of it? Is that like a piece of tape? Let me look at that, because if that's I don't, I think that's just a coincidence. Huh. Interesting little goop. Yeah, I think those are just hairs stuck to the. I'm gonna throw that one out and chuck that one. Let's see what it was stuck to. A 2010 first year Shield. Yeah, that one's okay. One copper so far. Okay, so much for 50% copper, huh? There's no way we're gonna find 50% copper here. So if you said that's not 50% copper when I said oh look, it might be 50% copper, then you are correct. 92. Right? 92 is the double ear. $92, no, close AM. See, you don't know. It is not the close AM. You need to go a little closer. All right. I was going to say something is not right about that face. Okay. All right. I think I've looked at enough Lincolns to know that that's not how his grill looks. What year is that? 88. That's the Lincoln right in the back. All right. Let's find a Lincoln. Oh, look, it's funny. From oh, this is like a 3D game. Check this out. You can see the rest of the face there. I've never seen anything like this before. Here's an 85. The first one that we found that has the die clash in it. So let's look at his face. Something is wrong with this. I can't tell what it is. I mean, there's something there that looks like there's even letters in his face. He is kind of tight-lipped there. All right, let me check this out off camera. I don't know why his face is looking so weird to me. All right. Anyway, let me look at it off camera. I'm going to clean it just a bit. Either something's there or nothing's there. I really thought it was like a strike through or something, or some damage. Is it the angle? I mean, I see little things in like shadows there. I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say it's nothing. I really thought I was looking at something there, and that happens so often. Where it looks like there's something there and there's not. Well, I do everything live. If this was another channel, they would have cut that part out. But you know, hey, we got a Canadian, a Canadian, Canadian. Are all Canadians copper, or did they stop making copper to a certain year? I think I ask that every single time I do a video. I find a Canadian. Oh, look at this. All right, interesting. 69D, 69D on the S is the Still, it's an interesting. So far, only one copper besides that one. So that's the second copper, and we got the Canadian. So nothing good. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. We got a couple coppers. We got a Canadian, and we got a nice die clash. I shouldn't say that. You see what happened? I'm spoiled. See, when I go like this, I feel like I see doubling on that. I'm pretty sure there is not doubling there, but it's just the way. I mean, I'm going to look at it off camera just to double check. You know, if it is there, it's kind of weak. Weak machine doubling, so that's that. Yeah, so what happened, all right, I'll talk about this maybe at the end, or I'll start talking about it now, and if I'm still talking about it at the end, then I am. If I'm not, then not. What happened was, now I haven't let my hair try to let my hair grow. Yo, man. Uh since I drove the cab, and that was before that was when I was 16. Um yeah, the summer of '88 was the last time I let my hair grow. Um right? Yeah, I was 16 or it's either that or it was the summer of '89 when I graduated high school. One of those years, I can't remember. I have to really think about it. So anyway, a long time ago. And then after that was when I started driving the cab. I let my hair grow also. I have a picture of it. If you see it, you'll absolutely crack up. Because my hair is very wavy. It kind of reminds me of the Samoans. '98. We're looking for the wide AM. Anyway, so we're talking about that was the last time. So that was when my son was born in 92. Could have been the following year, 93. Yeah, it was the following year, 93. Yep, 93. So that's 30 years ago, 31 years ago. That was the last time I let my hair grow. And I don't know, there's like this ugly, I'm going to call it ugly, obviously if you don't have hair, then you're like, you better appreciate all that hair you got. I get it. Okay. I'm not being ungrateful. I'm just saying that for YouTube videos, like the way my hair looks right now, but the way I showed it in the beginning of this video, that took me a little bit of time this morning. Like I don't know how to do hair. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what it's like to have long hair. You know, even back then, I don't think I put it in a ponytail. I just went outside looking like an animal. You know, just wild hair, wild man. I was like a wild dude. All right, this one looks like it has a nice double T, a doubling on the T. I don't know if you noticed that. I'll go a little closer. It's pretty cool looking. Now, can it be dye damage? It can be. It can be, but it's interesting. Yeah, see, yeah, it's probably an older hammer. You can see the R is cut off there and the T is cut off. It's interesting. It's good to hold on to. I'll hold on to that one. We got a couple coppers. So yeah, so you know, I don't wanna you know, I don't wanna I know there's a couple videos I did where I looked a little messy, you know, and I'm trying not to do that, you know. My wife definitely doesn't like it, and I understand that, you know. Um, so anyway, that's why maybe once my hair. Oh, look at here! Is that a dub? It's probably machine doubling. I'm gonna take a look at that. Let's look at the reverse, see if there's anything there. Oh, look at that! Oh, this is good machine doubling. See, there's the regular ones where you just get a little bit of a line some places, and then there's the other ones where you got like. I'm gonna go closer. This is a very good machine doubling example. Really, really good. What year is this? 94? Oh, wow. Key variety. This is the real deal key variety. Real deal key variety right here. I'm going to put it on a piece of paper. It even looks like there's a little bit of a dye clash. Oh, yeah. You could, I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to say yes or no to it. Let me hit the light on this. Yeah, this is an excellent example. Oh wow, look at that. You see it all. I mean, if you just had one letter that had doubling like that, I'd be like, "Oh my god, we have the key variety. Look at the N. The N has doubling." Now look at this. I mean, it's the whole coin. It's the absolute whole coin. Now this is I have never found one with doubling to this degree, even though it's machine doubling. So that's awesome. And then on the front, I thought I saw it. Yeah, look at the four. Look at that four. That's amazing. That's what you want to see. Let me turn my air conditioner off. Then I was hearing some noises. Let me check my Arlo. What happens, believe it or not, is sometimes I hear the bird I'll hear the birds walking on the roof. Okay. And but if the air conditioner is on, I can't tell what the noise is coming from. So I said, let me shut it off. All right. So is this the same one? Is this the one we were just looking at? 94. Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. All right. Tell me that does not look like a I forgot what it's called. Holy moly. If that's a removed mint mark. Shadow D? No way. There's no way that's a Shadow D. There's no way. I have to see. I have to wipe it off to see if it goes away. Because remember we were just talking about it in an earlier video about how dirt plays tricks on you. Nah, man. No. Does a 94 come in D? Well, that's number one. If not, then that would be maybe why it would be a shadow D. Let me just put in 1994 penny shadow D. How about removed? All right. So on NCG, there is a D. There is a D. That's crazy. That's absolutely bazonkas. I'll put it on a piece of paper. So, irregardless, this is a super awesome key variety, right? The best one I've ever found. If that's a shadow D, then forget about it. Then that's a super. I think just as a key variety, I'm going to say that that's worth good money because that's such a good key variety. And the coin is in. I'm going to say. I don't think it's mint state condition, but I'm going to say it's definitely good condition. AU condition, maybe AU 50 something. Yeah. So just to end that thought. Um, that's why that I've been doing less videos. I'm gonna look at that in a second. See if that's any double in there. Huh. You see, I don't think that's a die clash. I just think that that's how the strike made indentations in the columns. All right, let's look at this. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, nice. So that's a nice. That has a nice hub doubling. You can really see the impression of the end there. Not the excuse me. Not the best example, but it's pretty cool. So far, very few. We're not even at 10% copper, so we're not hitting that 50% dream that I had going on before. Fantasy 68D. Okay, well, we got a copper. Another one. That's good. Yeah, that key variety that we found, that's money. That's my. I mean, I don't know if it's $20 or $100, but it's a good one. It's a good. That's what you want. I mean, man, you find a roll of those, you're doing okay. What year is this? 2004. You're paid. I'm a little too close. What year is that? You see, I can't. See, I'm gonna clean this one because I just want to see that, right? Because it looks like a 1995, and then it looks like there's a 3 next to it. And my conspiracy theory is this: is that the reason that this that has so much corrosion is because the mint era really damaged the clad, right? So it it made it vulnerable to all this corrosion. See, that's of course that's not true what I just said, right? I just made that up. But that's what I want to believe, right? But 99.9999999% chance that that's not the case. But I'm going to clean it regardless, and we're going to find out what's what. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it's fun. It's a fun little experiment, 69D. It's a cool little experiment. Yeah, that end's not right. Now, of course, that's dirt, right? But look how crazy that doubling on that looks. But that's dirt. I'm not even gonna wipe it off right now because I wanna take a closer look at it just as a thought process, just to show how crazy dirt can make something look like an awesome double dye. Meanwhile, there's nothing there. That's nuts. Hmm. Having a problem getting a grip on this one. I want to see if that's a die clash or not. I think it is. It's either a die clash or it's a wild die crack going through. Let me look at that off camera. Oh no, that's a die clash. That's nice. I'm gonna look at the as long as I have it. Let me look at the obverse to see if we see anything on the now. So I always find it so odd when I find the die clash in the columns, but not nowhere to be found on the obverse, right? Now I don't know how often they change, right? So the part that hits the bottom part is called the hammer. The hammer hits the anvil. And the question is, what has the image, right? Is it the hammer or the anvil that has the die clash? Um, and Well, yeah, that would be the. I'm sorry, that would be the. It's the bottom part. That was dumb. That's the anvil. So the top part that hits the obverse is the hammer. And how come? Now the question is, do they change out the hammer? Like, is the hammer so damaged that they just get rid of it, and then they're like, oh, that's not too bad. We'll keep the anvil, because I don't understand how the anvil can have a mark and the hammer has nothing. If you know the answer to that in the comments below, let me know, because I've run into this before, with those other scents. I don't see too many 2013 Denvers. Got a couple more. And last but not least, I want to look at that mark in the shield. It's a blister. All right. All right, very good. Let me just say, I'm going to do a video. I'll do a couple of videos on this. Um that's the winner of today's coin roll hunt. This is, if that's a removed, they call it, I think it's called a removed D or a shadow D, and they might be the same thing, might be just different names. Look at the doubling on the 4. You see, is there any place else in the obverse? I'm not sure. I have to really take a really, really good look on this. I'm going to take a good look on this one, let me tell you. But irregardless, the doubling, the machine doubling on this one is fantastic. Okay, so thank you. Might even have die clash going on there. That's pretty weird. Please click like and subscribe. Thank you to everyone who has stayed to the end of the video. I was breaking the videos up before, and I think that did mess with the continuity a little bit of the videos. But the but my analytics was saying that people weren't staying that long. That people were only staying for 5 to 10 minutes. So here I am doing 1 hour videos. So I was like, okay, if people are only staying around for 5 to 10 minutes, I'll do 5 to 10 minute videos. You know what I'm saying? And I'll break it up. I'll just do 5, 10, 20 pennies, and then I'll just break it up. But Otis likes longer videos, and I think so does Mar-Tay. So honestly, I would prefer to do longer videos. Those thumbnails are a pain in the neck, and the more videos I put up, the more thumbnails I got to do. So honestly, I prefer, this is much easier for me, and it also is good for continuity. So without further ado, without anything else to say on that topic, thank you for everyone who has stayed for the whole video, and God bless, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh boy, man, that was a long one. I haven't usually take breaks. 1994D, huh? Let me see. I wonder what that's going for. Hmm. 1994D DDO DDR heavy shadowing. Heavy shadowing. $11. Oh my! Oh man, did I forget? Did I forget to turn this off? OMG! OMG! Did I forget? Did I do that? I haven't done one of these in a while. You see my hair. See, I don't feel too bad now. My hair's in the back. It's still, the ponytail's kind of high. It's if you're gonna drink coffee, use a real cup. A real cup. That's a real cup of coffee. I'm kidding. This is a crazy cup of coffee. You go to these other countries, they give you little cups like this. I'd be like, what's this? Where's the next one? Anyway, so I'm a little self-conscious about my appearance. I'm just being full disclosure, being honest with you. So that's why I haven't done too many of the face-to-face. It takes time. It takes time to do this. I like doing the videos in the morning, and sometimes in the morning I just want to jump into the videos and be a slob. And I won't do my hair. I want to like to put on a nice shirt. I was a professional for 20 years. I'm not crazy about the whole t-shirt looking piggy. Messy. That whole messy Jesse thing. I'm not too into that. To be honest with you, social worker 20 years, shirt and tie for the beginning of it, man. When I was young, I was shirt and tie, man. Still got a few of them around. My wife, throw that old thing out. And oh my God, we've thrown out bags and bags of my old clothes that I would never have thrown out. My wife is like, no, we're not, like bad mojo. You know what I mean? Like out with the old, in with the new, fresh energy and all that. And I agree with her. I agree 100 wholeheartedly agree with her. Okay, honey bunny. So thank you. This is if people are only watching 5-10 minutes of the show, it don't even matter, right? It only matters to the real loyal subscribers and my members and my fans of the show. That's the only people who are staying here to the end, irregardless, which is not a real word. I don't care what Google says. It's not a real word. It's regardless, and that's it. You can't have two words that mean the same thing, but not with the same spelling, similar spelling. Regardless, irregardless, and regardless mean the same thing. Irregardless is not a real word. Google says it is, but it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. The Mandela effect is a fake memory. Irregardless is not a real word, even though Webster Meridian blah 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 says it is. Okay, that was fun. Thank you. God bless. Thank you, Jesus, and I will see all of you. Thank you to all the members. I think I said it already. I said at the beginning of the I'll say it at the end of the video too. Thank you to Mar-Tay and Minnie, Otis, Sandra, Cat, and Eric KeeneEyeCollectables. Thank you all. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one.